which most of these videos are like an hour. But anyway, welcome back to Star Wars: The Republic. We finished Act 5, which was mostly just wandering the ship, talking to people, and fighting more Sky Troopers. And more Sky Troopers. Did we mention Sky Troopers? The Sky Troopers. There's only 2 people on this island. Well, one of them. So anyway, cough. I don't like cough.
You're sure that place is safe?
We need allies as much as safety. That shadow port isn't on any chart. It's a haven for refugees fleeing Arkan's forces.
We'll be among friends.
Mostly.
Tell your associates we've arrived.
They knew that days ago.
You want to explain how? Figures.
If we don't all start trusting each other, we're
I
doomed.
like how I say that.
Trust is a rare commodity these days.
Command.
Really.
Are we there yet?
Oh, so we made our Escape 55 our comic relief. Because we don't have the Wookiee and the droid in this one. Still don't understand why Bro supposed to be green. Haven't you played Way to go, Conf. You know what's in... Isn't that the majority of people who technically are on the ship right now? Oh god. We're all gonna die. Yep, I'm pretty sure that was
Move it, Gawkers. Let us through.
Where's the one with the
Mighty fine ship you got there. We'll be coming aboard.
Yeah.
In how many pieces?
Ha! Captain!
Outlander, my crew. The best engine burners in wild space.
Should have known there with you. The resemblance is uncanny.
The roguish charm tip you off?
I'm going for it.
Get up here, you mangy woolocks.
Like seriously, they were already on the ship. Can I?
Do I know you?
Name's Rollo. I served aboard Darth Mar's destroyer. We thought you died with him.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't invented the thing that can kill me.
Some of us aren't so lucky. A lot of good people died that day. You didn't give us enough time to make the escape pods.
Oh god, it's Telltale. We're doomed. It's like... where to go with this? So, basically... basically Star Wars The Old Republic, right? You finish Shadow of Heaven, in technically eyes. Then they decided, you know what, we'll do Knights of the Fallen Empire. It's gonna be episodic releases. It's gonna be all about going back into personal story. And less about actually being an MMORPG. Until we ran our story, and then we just had to start throwing MMORPG elements in, you know. Here's an operation, here's a planet to grind on, here's stuff to keep you busy. Here's a few flashpoints. But yeah, stuff to keep the player busy. But they made the story. And it's like they went to... It's almost like they went to Telltale for help on how to write a personal story. It's like you guys did well with the whole 1 to 50 thing. What the hell happened? Because we get into shit like this, well, nope, we're gonna judge you on your decisions you made back in Act 1. I don't even remember what I did back in Act 1. Oh yeah, I learned from my mistakes. I don't give a shit.
You survived. Stop complaining.
They think you're a hero, but I know better.
Rilo! Get in here!
On my way!
Me, I don't like you, 'cause you're
I'm not the
bad.
only one hiding things.
We share on a need-to-know basis. Koth's crew didn't need knowing.
Like, seriously. It's like some Telltale logic. Like, Def Evan and I were discussing how Bioware basically sort of lost its charm after... What was it? Probably around Dragon Age Origins is where Bioware just started dumping. I mean, the last really good games were probably the KOTORs. Well, KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2 was by Obsidian. Jade Empire is pretty good. The first Mass Effect, I have mixed feelings because of going from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2 was such a... It's just weird. Dragon Age Origins was also pretty good. Dragon Age 2 was less good. It has its moments, but yeah. So Bioware basically started falling those after that. I mean, this here was before Mass Effect Andromeda, which, yeah, that was a thing. Let's just go with that. Cause I remember saying I would do Mass Effect Andromeda, whether it shit or not. And it was pretty frickin' shit. Like, it was boring as hell and going from pointless planet. Here's snow, here's sand. None of the companions except maybe Drac and... Well, yeah, mostly just Drac were interesting. Yeah, I keep bitching about things, but it's just... Anyway. So, Telltale logic. We were being judged on decisions that don't matter.
Do you trust them?
Yes. I wish they bathed more often, but you get used to it. I need to make contact with my network alone. Try to stay out of trouble.
Okay. So we're gonna have this constant argument. Do you trust
Where's
them?
Lana?
Do you trust them?
Excellent
Yes.
question.
My best engineer hasn't come back from a supply run to the free zone. It's a dodgy neighborhood if you catch my drift.
A black market. Rival syndicates disagree over who controls it.
They argue with blasters. I think she's in trouble, but we've got our hands full keeping the Gravestone's reactor stable.
Go.
Give me a holo of your crewmate and point me to this free zone. I'll handle the rest.
Addendum. I will join you, Master.
My engineer's name is Tora. HK has her image in its databanks.
She won't be hard to find. Tora has a big personality.
She's surlier than a hungry rancor, but she's the best engineer you'll ever meet. Thanks for the help.
And when you're done, find me these coordinates. I'll introduce you to my people.
Make sure there's food. I haven't eaten in 5 years.
Oh, yeah,
The free
we
zone
haven't
sells
really
food.
yet.
But don't eat the roast Gorak.
Hey, they gave me a trip thing. Look, do you care for cops crew? Of course I don't care for cops crew. Could have this lightsaber, which actually not bad. Did you see that? See how it said that you could get 3 things and you didn't get them? That's what the game does, that dicks you over in pieces. So anyway, I wish they would not put the A mods. I don't like the A mods. But now the game's like, oh yeah, we need to put the A mods on everything. So the only problem though is, yeah, you got a lightsaber. Problem though is, since we're a Marauder, we still need
Stabilizing.
one. Some of the stuff they're gonna give me, I'm not gonna want the monster one because it's gonna be like, oh, we can increase your accuracy rating. Okay. Okay, so you can't mount here. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I just jump off the edge, hope for death. That sounds like it'd be a bad.
Look at the size of that thing.
I can't tell if it's impressive or a giant heap of junk.
Could be both. Think they'll let us work on it?
So welcome to another place.
Fresh
that I'm pretty
hot
sure
Gorak,
doesn't really matter.
skewered, fried, then roasted to perfection. Food that'll leave you thinking about it for hours.
I'll take 3. No, 4. Hold the sauce.
But we don't even get to shop. HK.
Observation. Boredom can overcome any meat bag at any time.
Very true. Very true. Now, what do you have for me? Oh yeah, we haven't even seen T7 in like ages. Just received word from T7 back in school. Arkan's forces are scouring the swamps, capturing any Edsars they find and killing any who resist. It's likely that they're being crushed on the suspicion that some of them might have aided our escape. We did murder the only Edsars we ran into, though. The Guardian News networks are reporting nothing of it. They have no idea what the new Emperor is truly capable of, but we do, and we must remember that just how far he'll go. Yeah, because remember, Valkyrian's technically an asshole. Because this whole time he's basically been like, well no, technically, there's this weird part where Valkyrian is technically our Emperor, but yet technically not our Emperor. So technically Valkyrian could have been doing good things before, you know, being repossessed by the Sith Emperor. They could have been, you know, setting up this nice world, establishing all sorts of wonderful things. People loved him, all that fun stuff. then Bishop comes back, repossesses him, and just Bat's like, whoop, nothing happened. I have an eternal fleet. But I don't give a damn. But we're like, oh god, we need to go find him, murder the entire planet. Like, there's just a lot.
I can't live like this.
Please, my darling, we'll land on our feet. Just give it time.
We live like vermin here, feeding off the scraps of others. At least on Zakul I had my dignity.
There's nothing for us on Zakul. Arkan saw to that.
I mean, like, everyone's acting like Arkan is worse than the Emperor. And that bothers me. Because, I mean, yeah, he went and attacked both the Republic and Empire because for some reason Fisher could have done that at any point. Well, Valkyrie could have done that at any point, but no, he didn't. He basically just had his sons go and wage war while he just sat back and did nothing. Like, that is literally Valkyrian's story. He just stood there and did nothing. And then we joined with him. And he stood there. Well, technically he possessed us, but so he did something. But now he just got struck down and didn't do anything. Stupid. That's a training droid, because, you know, you might need
Accessing HoloNet. Establishing link to Galactic Archives.
It's so irritating.
I thought you left already.
Can't. Argo's at it again. Shooting people in the streets. The only thing free in the free zone is a blaster bolt to the chest.
He's still better than the other guy.
Sound dangerous. The free zone, it's dangerous. It doesn't matter. Not relevant after like 2 chapters. Well, I guess they're not.
Eliminated. Report. Dead.
So yeah, I guess they're not skytroopers. That's the
Inspiration. +1 to kill counter. Target has achieved deadness. Hostile eliminated.
Yeah, but you can see why
Expiration.
Like, I should have probably just stopped back. No, we're doing this. If I have to suffer through this, everyone else
+1 to kill counter.
But he does enjoy it. It's fun to watch. Like, I give a damn.
Report. Dead.
Looks like someone wants to join our little party. As your host, I gotta warn you, things are gonna get rowdy.
Stabilize me back. Target has achieved deadness. Report.
They can't process how screwed they really are.
Hostile eliminated. Desperation.
That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves in gaming. Is what basically, it's like you end up killing this big boss. This dramatic back with this example words. So you end up killing this big boss, which is like really impressive and everything. And there was this whole build up leading to fighting this boss. And everything was so epic in conclusion worthy. But then like the game adds like DLC that where you end up having to fight like lesser bandits and stuff. Leading up to a lesser boss fight that isn't really worth your time. It's that whole sense of just basically you go from being epic to why am I doing this again? Shouldn't I just be done? These things aren't worth my time. But a lot of games, maybe not just in the DLC factor, but a lot of games do that. It's like they go from making you seem like you're such a badass to basically just, well, we need more content, so have fun.
Stamina increased. Skill counter. Expiration.
In this game, this game really suffered from it. There was a nice chunk after we finished all the story stuff. Well, last time I played and I did that, I just felt so annoyed. Because it's like, well, there would be spoilers, but it's just like, it's like such a
Target has achieved deadness. Hostile eliminated.
Not rubbing Dragon Ball Z reference. It's like imagine you're Goku. Like Dragon Ball Super Goku. And then it's like they turn around to make you start fighting Cybermen. You know, those are the green things. Yeah, that's basically the state of power that we're at.
Inspiration.
We'll keep going.
Target has achieved deadness. Hostile eliminated. +1 to kill counter.
Finally reached our destination. Oh, hey. It's a well with heavy.
This is
my turn.
This meat bag is distasteful, Master.
Like the only one here from the time without Corey, and he died like a muppet.
Dead. Expiration. +1 to kill counter.
Have we finally reached our destination? I swear she's the blue-haired chick. I'm gonna be pissed. Hey, well, you know.
You could have just knocked. My men spent hours on that barricade.
Man, it's Tano Vic. He was part of, Trooper Story.
I like to make an entrance.
Identification. That's not issued from the brilliant engineer we were sent to rescue, Master.
What's she to you?
You are not in a position to ask questions. Hand over the hostage, now.
Well, aren't you something? You eliminated my old rival, Argo. That inclines me toward gratitude. But this girl tried to rob me. That's bad for business.
Charging 50,000 credits for 100 thermal detonators? That's robbery.
You also insulted my mother.
I said she's uglier than a bantha wearing lipstick. It's not an insult if it's true.
My mother died putting me on a refugee ship to Nar Shaddaa. I grew up an orphan.
Oh, boo-hoo didn't. Join the club.
You see why I have to kill her?
Yeah, I see one.
I recognize that insignia on your armor. Republic Special Forces, Havoc Squad.
Haven't run with that outfit for a long time. I'd paint over the symbol, but it still comes in handy, even out here. And I know who you are, too. Everyone said you were dead, but I knew better. What do you say we show each other professional courtesy? I can get you all kinds of things, but I need to throw this thieving scum out an airlock first.
Theory. It will be a challenge to throw anything without your arms.
So we could kill him. We could pay. We could sell this peaceful. So he could be a potential party member. Dead.
I don't like your attitude.
Then he's just dead like that. See, that was the reaction of I was hoping for. Look at them.
Where have you been all my life?
Stabbing things. Koth and the others are waiting at the docks.
You're why the captain risked his neck on Zakul. We are gonna get along great. I'll grab Mr. Ugly Dead Guy's thermal detonators. Catch you later.
redirection. We should proceed to the rendezvous with Senior Master.
That he could have potentially been a party member. Dead.
You get what I asked for?
Yeah, but it's gonna cost you extra.
Oh, was that fodder or what? We far away through bandits.
Observation. That dark and foreboding alley is where we are supposed to meet Senior Master.
You almost sound afraid.
Right on time. My friends have been looking forward to this.
I don't see anyone. Are they invisible or very small?
They're inside.
Saving my droid is gonna win you.
You better have a good explanation.
Your droid is not a part of what must happen here.
I spent 5 years stuck in one trap. I won't fall into another.
You are free to leave whenever you like. But if you want the help of my allies, you'll stay.
We've come this far. Let us see where it leads.
Don't betray me, Senya.
Before Arkan's betrayal, Sakul was protected by 2 orders. The Knights, and Scions who see visions of the past and future. Scions no longer serve Arkan. Whether they serve you will be determined now.
Fate is a tale whispered to us by the Force, but the voices are silent about you. We must know why.
You rely too heavily on these voices. Feel my power. That's all you need to know.
If we are to aid your rebellion, we must understand what role you play in Arkan's defeat. We will test you physically and spiritually to pierce the veil and see the truth.
You aren't the first person who's wanted to test me.
This will be different.
I tie my fate to yours. I join you in these trials, come what may.
The heart of Skyva is heavy with loss. In her pain, we lash out.
I do miss the old ways of Sakul. Such mythology and pageantry.
Oh, hush, you murdered.
Please, defend yourselves.
For no reason. Except to poof yourself back to this spot. And now you're not even in that car.
Steel yourself!
You'll be all right.
You fight well! You fight well!
I will guide you!
We will not hold back!
We have passed the first trial. There will be more.
Scions believe there is no greater power than destiny. They cannot believe you exist outside its influence. But we know better.
Thanks, Space Dad, or whatever you are to me. I don't even know. It's like he's trying to shape me into his future prodigy or something. Or his future hostbond, I should say.
Well, get on with it.
Impatience, frustration, emotions that drove you to kill a potential ally in the free zone.
You were watching me.
We're always watching. Arkan took away years of your life, but he stole far more from the rest of us. Do you feel anything for those who suffered while you slept?
Nice collection of weapons you got there.
What's done is done. All that's left is revenge.
And you, Senya, what do you feel?
Shame.
Because you failed to protect our immortal Emperor?
I was in no position to do that.
What of the Scions who were slaughtered by your fellow knights because Arkan demanded it? Do you feel responsible for them?
That one sounds so edgy.
When I joined the Knights, they were shields protecting our home world. Now they are weapons wielded by an insane child.
Senya, could we reason with the Knights? Bring them over to our side?
The blood on their hands cannot be washed away with reason.
The Knights should have rebelled against Arkan. Instead, we have lost our honor.
The eyes of Esne claim what can never belong to her.
They speak of envy, my son's weakness. Do not let it be yours.
We receive no pleasure from this trial, but we act as fate demands. Be strong, Outlander.
Okay.
Guard your destiny!
We must defeat them!
Isaac waits for you.
So a reminder, this here's an entire order dedicated to destiny, aka judging my choices like it's a telltale game. Can't fall for that. Oh.
Scions are driven by revenge, but they require fate's compliance. We are above such negotiations. Destiny is merely the conduit of our will. The Scions are driven by revenge, but they require fate's compliance. We are above such negotiations. Destiny is merely the conduit for our will.
Oh, hey. Meanwhile, back at the ship.
It's a miracle this thing hasn't exploded 1,000 times over after what you put it through.
It's not a miracle if it's meant to be. I'm living proof that all you need is faith.
Uh-huh. Now, I'd say you're living proof that Miss Spooky Eyes is a lot more patient than she looks.
Isn't there anything you still need to fix around here?
Nope. I'm just too good at my job.
I found HK wandering asylum with no memory of anything since he left.
Whew. I mean, that's probably bad. Where's the Outlander?
Exactly.
Senya wanted your friend in HK to meet her contacts. She gave them coordinates to the location.
Apology. I have no such data stored in memory.
Senya, I knew it.
I believe her contacts are the real danger. HK, what's the first thing you remember after you woke up?
Oh no, I'm in danger, but yet I'm not in danger. Oh, by the way. Apparently we have to fight hologram version.
You seek to remove Archon from the Eternal Throne. As well you should. His destiny is to fall. We have foreseen that much, but his final fate remains unclear. When he is at your mercy, what will you do?
Now this is slightly important. Because this here is foreshadowing. But it's pretty obvious what I'm going to do.
Mercy? I don't know the meaning of the word.
Archon will not escape justice for the lives he's taken.
1,000 Scions lie dead because of him. Blood calls out for blood. Do you agree?
Well, aren't you just so edgy?
Answer us!
Me.
They question her commitment to them because they cannot foresee it. Ask yourself why.
If you are not with us, you stand against the tides of destiny. Archon and Valen must die.
I'm starting to second-guess whether or not we need you.
You act as if you have a choice. We know our part. It's yours that must be revealed.
Oh, hi, Chloe.
I will know your fate, even if I must tear you open to see it.
Oh, you have a red lightsaber. I want you to.
This not my time to die!
But stop.
Choice is an illusion!
Choice illusion.
Your crimes will not go unpunished.
You don't deserve to live! You cannot escape!
You cannot defy destiny!
Nice eyes. Oh, Corin, do you mind? Yeah, I can just stab him, right?
His argument with you is pointless and destructive. I can end this without any more bloodshed, if you accept the gift of my power.
I mean, why not?
Offer accepted.
As you wish.
It is not my time to die! It is not my time to die! You cannot defy destiny!
The powers aren't that great.
It is not my time to die! You cannot defy destiny!
Now we're done.
Don't kill him. We need the Scions.
I want to kill him.
You saw what I just did. I don't need anyone.
The blood of Tithe flows through you, Outlander. Please do not force us to spill it.
Stand down now.
Oh, hey, you guys finally found me.
You heard the lady.
Grr.
Every moment since you entered, even this one, was predestined. Everyone here played the role fate assigned them. I ask you a final question. What future do you see for this galaxy when Archon and his eternal fleet are gone?
Now, here's the fun part. You could say the Empire will rise again. Because let's think about this. Because technically I'm thinking miles ahead. Like, I'm thinking basically that, you know, and that expansion that comes out on October 22nd, siding with the Empire or fighting the Republic, Yeah, that's the fun thing, though, is technically it doesn't matter if you're Empire or Republic. You can actually side with the Empire. I mean, it doesn't matter which class you are. You can actually side with either the Empire or Republic, even if you're an Empire character. Woo, that's a thing. But anyway, here's the thing, though. The game is only thinking, of course, at the moment, in logical terms of basically the content that's basically been released. It's not thinking that far ahead. Well, basically, we're going to go back to helping the Empire. Because at the time, the Empire isn't really a warrantable thing. I mean, they're busy fighting the Republic and suffered heavy losses, so they're not exactly in a position to be risen again. But at the same time, we're thinking further ahead than the game's thinking. I mean, I could go Albion for control, but that's a bit much.
Only the Empire can bring order to the chaos Arkan has caused.
The Empire is crippled by power-hungry fools. I abandoned it for a reason.
Yet it's going to exist longer than
You have nothing further to reveal. I now know what blinded us to the future. Our immortal Emperor lives inside your mind.
It couldn't stay secret forever.
You knew about this and didn't tell me?
Yeah, because you don't matter. Yes, exactly.
You didn't need to know.
Analysis. Scan reveals no evidence you possess a secondary personality matrix, Master. It is possible your brain is simply malfunctioning.
Our duel gave me a glimpse of what's to come. You will destroy the Eternal Throne, but many will suffer before that victory.
Let me guess, your vision didn't specify who suffers, or how long defeating Arkan will take.
Doesn't matter. We win. If Emperor Valkorion lives because of this Outlander, there's hope for Zakul.
Your beloved immortal Emperor is a threat to all life everywhere. We must find a way to separate you from him.
Maybe, someday. Until then, we've got a war to fight.
We have a lot to discuss.
Not here. I passed your test. Join us or don't. Either way, we're done.
There is one truth left to reveal. I withheld the true reason I followed you through the trials, to understand the Outlander, who will destroy Arkan and Valen, my son and daughter.
Dun, dun, dun.
She told you. How delightful.
As you just sit there laughing like... So, meanwhile...
You're certain she helped them?
I killed 3 knights to make sure they weren't lying. And another 3 because I hate odd numbers.
Well, there you go.
The Outlander escaped in the gravestone with our mother's help. She's against us.
Senya was always strong-willed. That's why Father left her.
Do you think she knows he's alive? Has she betrayed us for him?
It doesn't matter. She'll return to us, or face the consequences.
We don't need them. Our parents gave us the power to forge the future. They should have known we'd use it.
Meanwhile... Apparently we finished the chapter. Well... Now the sad part is I probably ain't gonna get to, a nice stopping point. Because that's the problem with the whole story thing, is it doesn't have, but the whole 1 through 50 thing was just well, you finished the planet. It's okay, I'll leave off then. do the next plan next time. This it goes story. You don't really get a whole respite, really. It's just constantly, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, go over here, get this. Like, I need a moment to think about things. But anyway, so, next time, chapter 7? Oh, by the way, I guess that is technically a respite once we reach after chapter 10. Because that's when things get even more bullshit, technically. Because that's basically where it first... Because when this first was released, it went from 1 to 10, and then you had to wait, and wait, and wait for the rest of the content. So basically they added the whole expanded companion bullshit, and we'll get to it once we get to it. So anyway, next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you. Have a nice day.